I started this with a step. 1. Singular motion. A shoe touching the ground, a statement so simple to think that it could lack any meaning at all, but it doesn't. Walking has consumed my attention, and each step a calling out to the world that I am no longer yours. I often worry about my life, places I could go, things I could do, ways in which I desperately need to grow. In the action of dance, which I trot, these thoughts have no control. If I could do these things, I would simply overwhelm in a paralysis. But in motion I am confined to stomping blocks of the walk, a freedom I can only describe by the pursuit. I am directionless, however. I find having a destination leaves me with an ending in which I cannot escape. For me, I don't need an escape. My escape is the pointless journey of feet meeting concrete, a handshake between the earth and my soul, a contract being written out with each step to one day join the earth and write contracts with other lost souls like myself. I smoke while I walk. It makes me feel less alone, as if the kiss of a cigarette was the affection I often longed for but lied too far away in the stomach of a coward. I also think the burning smoke helps me give reason to those who see me too often in front of their homes or businesses or their own walks into nowhere. When my walks end, I fear I exist in a box I pay too much money for and live far too little in. I do, however, have a cat. I named her Silly, in the aspiration that she could make me smile in the same way I used to want to make other people smile. The dreams of myself 20 years ago, when the light of my desires drowned out the doubt and the self-hatred, when love seemed to overpower all, and with one kind word I was in flight. I no longer fly, and most days are in an imperceptible darkness. But I again leave, and with the departure these things shrink, smaller and smaller until my body is the only concern. The mechanical movements that make locations shift, and any thought becomes a proposition without guarantee. Obligation becomes a malleable question, and the terms written out at birth flip over to erase, and I end this with a step.